Hi, I am still sick. But I can tell you some happy news. I am almost finished with this. I have like 70 pages left, which is so weird that I have less than 100 pages left of this book. And this green is where I'm supposed to be by the end of the day. And as you can see, after this, it's not a lot. It's like 50 pages. Because I'm sick, I wanted something to cheer myself up. So I have these two packages and this package. And the thing is, I had originally planned to wait to open these until Christmas because I know that one of these is gifted. And I said this in my last video. I usually buy myself Christmas gifts. So I think two of these packages, I don't know which packages I bought for myself. And I included a book that I bought for a friend who lives in my city. So I was meant to buy this for him. So I knew that I had to open it. But then I got a third package that I have no idea which of these three is the gift that I got from someone. And I felt like, oh my god, how can I know which is the one that someone gifted me? Like, oh my god, someone gifted me something and I'm really excited about that. Like, yeah. But I think this can also be very like, at first I assumed that this was the gift because it had this beautiful paper, like tape. But then I thought, like, of course it does have tape. It's a bigger package. Like, these look like this. So I think this is the one that I bought myself. So we're gonna open. And I am always so excited to open packages that I get myself. I am very excited to open packages, period, no matter who I get them from. But I just mean that even though I know what's inside, I still love. And because it's books, I'm going to be a little bit on the safer side for the books, but not for me. This is a perfect size for an opening thing. Oh my god. And we have paper. And we have, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I got this for myself. But I'm full of emotions because last Wednesday, we had the series finale of my favorite sci-fi TV show after Star Trek, which is Lost in Space. And they have books. So I got the books, and just seeing the people on the cover, I was just brought back to the season finale and the series finale, and I cried so much. Like, after I binged the whole season, the whole series actually. Like, that was the full week that I was home from work because of stomach flu. I was home from Monday to Friday, the entire week. So on on Saturday or Sunday, I started watching the first season. And then on Wednesday, I had gone through the first two seasons. So on Wednesday, I could just put all my attention to the third season, and I watched the entire season in that day. And it was beautiful, and it was magical, and it was perfect. And I cried because it couldn't have gone better. Like, they did it justice. They did everything right. So I wanted the book tie-ins. So that's why I got this. And the second book as well. I love that his name is Kevin. Because, like, I haven't read that many books by a Kevin. And then I have a few books that I'm also really excited for, which are also science fiction. And we have John Scalzi's Red Shirts. What I love about this is I love Star Trek. Everyone knows I love Star Trek. I actually have a Star Trek t-shirt under this hoodie. But the thing about this is that from, like, I don't know how many people are aware of it, but there's this running joke within the Star Trek community and, like, science fiction community as a whole, that if you have a red shirt, you're about to die, because red shirts drop dead as soon as they hear a gunshot. Like, that's how it is. That's only like an original series thing, because red shirts in original series, they are officers and engineers. They're everyone who do the practical kind of work that make everything go around, that is not connected to any kind of science. The blue shirts are science, including medics. Like, medicine is a kind of science, so it's, as a science officer, you can be a doctor. And a red shirt is everyone who is not, that hasn't anything to do with science or being, you know, a leader. Leaders have the yellow shirts, original series, and then they switched the colors in Next Generation, which I wasn't a big fan of. The red shirts got the yellow shirts, and the commanders got the red shirts. But that's why I am really excited to read this, that it's red shirts. And it says they were expendable until they started comparing notes, because it's, as I said, they dropped dead very quickly. And like, I've heard that this is a great like book to read if you're a Star Trek fan, so really excited for it. And then I also bought John Scalzi's most famous trilogy, and the trilogy is called, what is the trilogy called? This is the second book. I don't know what the series is called, but this is the second book. It's called The Consuming Fire, and this is another series that is recommended for fans of Star Trek. I really loved the Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers, which was a series recommended to Star Trek fans, and this was recommended along with the Wayfarer series. I feel like because I love that series so much, I can't go wrong with this one. And then the last book in this box is a graphic novel that is science fiction. It's called EXO, The Legend of Whale Williams, Volume 1. And this is a black superhero. I think it has to do with, yeah, Nigeria. So it's set in Nigeria, futuristic Nigeria, and I'm really excited about that. Like, it looks so fun, and the art style is gorgeous as well. So I'm really excited to have this. So now we're moving on to the tricky part, because one of these is a gift. I think this is the second one that I bought myself. I want to keep the gift for last, for the suspense. I think, at least, this. Now I'm not sure. Well, like, all you can see is this. It doesn't tell you much. So this is the book that I got from my friend. It's called A Middle-earth Traveler, Sketches from Bag End to Mordor. And he loves all things Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings as well. And he is very much into drawing and sketching. And the art in this reminded me of the kind of art that he likes to do. So I wanted to gift him this so that he could have it for inspiration, as well as just, you know, nerding out about the world that he loves. So I got this for him. Then the next two books should be John Scalzi's, yes. So then we have the next books in this. So here are the entire trilogy. And we have book 1, The Collapsing Empire. Book 2 was The Consuming Fire. And the third book is The Last Emperox. But I don't know what the series is called. What is the series called? The Interdependency series. Okay, so there we have those. So as you can see, I'm really into science fiction. But then we are moving on to this book. Oh my god. Okay. I am nervous. I am nervous. I am really nervous. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so you can just see this. We're going to pull it out. And it's, oh my god, wait. There was something here. Oh my god, okay. So this is a gift from Charlotte, so thank you so much, Charlotte. I really appreciate your support as well. Like, the words cannot come fluently right now, I'm so sorry. But yeah, happy holidays, god jul. And the book that she gifted me is Ascension by Victor Dixon. And this, I remember the Becca Fowle talked about this book. I am pretty, like, I'm 99% sure it was her talking about this book. And it's kind of like a speed dating thing in space. And I was just like, that sounds incredible. Like, that sounds really fun. And this is just so gorgeous, like, oh my god. And I'm going to read the back for you. A Phobos novel, so the series is called Phobos. It's a trilogy, so there are 2 more books. But it says, a Phobos novel. In the most ambitious speed dating show ever seen, 12 young astronauts must pair up for life, in preparation for being the first humans to colonize Mars. Leonora is one of the chosen ones. She has signed up for glory. She has signed up for love. She has signed up for a one-way ticket. Even if the dream turns to a nightmare, it is too late. I am so excited for this. And oh my god, I just saw this little thing right here. What's in the book? And it says friendship, romance, truth and lies, and the stars. Ooh, I am really excited about this. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know where I start laughing and you don't even know why, and I must look ridiculous or crazy. But as I said, like, this has to do with that kind of thing that you apply, and then they can say that, yeah, you're accepted, and you can go on this mission and speed date other candidates. And I love when these kinds of books have the ad at the front. So you have the ad for this mission. So, call for candidates. 6 girls on one side, 6 boys on the other. 6 minutes to meet, an eternity to love. I feel like it's giving me kind of blind love in space vibes. I never watched the American Blind Love. I think it's called Love is Blind. Love is Blind is the name of the show. I never watched the original one, the American one. I did watch the reunion. I never watched the actual show. I just watched people reacting to that show. But I did watch Brazil's Love is Blind, and I was obsessed with that. Like, I couldn't stop watching that season. And now I'm excited to watch Love is Blind Japan or Love is Blind Korea. I don't remember which of the 2 it is. But they are coming out with one for Japan or South Korea. I'm pretty sure it's one of those 2. I'm really sorry if it's not. And this gives me kind of those vibes, and I'm really excited. And I'm also very intrigued that it's like, it is too late for regrets, and that it's on the back, it just says, even if the dream turns to a nightmare, it is too late for regrets. And it's kind of like, what is she going to regret? Tell me. But then here are the books that I just unboxed. A lot of science fiction, which I love. And now I can go ahead and wrap the present for my friend. And once again, thank you so much, Charlotte, for gifting me this. It's really very appreciated. I love it. I'm really excited to read it, so thank you. Hi, it's a little later. It's like 7 hours later now. And you remember I told you I was sick? In order to go back to work, I have to do a self-test for corona because I can't do the actual test for corona. The reason for that is I am not allowed to get it myself, obviously. You shouldn't do that. And because I don't have anyone who can go to my clinic, get a test for me, bring it to me, wait while I take the test, and then go back to the clinic with the test, the results. I can't do that, and we don't have an option where I live to have someone drive it to you if you don't have that possibility of getting it other ways. The home delivery option is not something that we have in my city. So the only way for me to do a test to make sure that I can go back to work as soon as I feel better was to do a self-test. So I did a self-test for corona. So this is what it looks like if it's negative, so negative. And this is what it looks like if it's positive. And this is how mine turned out. I am going to be home a full week. Again. I am so tired of being sick. Like, the good thing is that it's almost Christmas, so I don't have a lot of things to do at work. It's like the most calm period is before Christmas and before the summer break. It's like in like May and April, I mean. In March and April, or like May, no, not May. In March, specifically, it's the most stressful time as a teacher in Sweden. But now is the part of a school year with the least to do. If you have a course that is for an entire year and not a course that only runs for one semester, then this is a stressful time. Like, I feel like it's good that I'm missing this week because in English class, all they're doing is watching a movie. They're watching The Grinch. And in Swedish, they're reading a book. That's it. That's what they're doing. Hi, it's Tuesday evening, so the day after I last spoke to you. It's really weird to be home entire days. Like, I have been texting my colleagues. We use the Teams app, the Microsoft Teams app. So we chat, all of us, the entire work group. All of my colleagues are on there. So I've been talking to my colleagues, telling them in detail what the students are gonna do, because I had one class yesterday that I couldn't be teaching. And I had 2 classes today that I couldn't be teaching. And I have 3 classes tomorrow that I can't be teaching. And then 1 on Friday. And I have to be home the entire week for safety reasons, you know, like, even though I personally feel fine, I mean, like, I still have a fever, I still have a sore throat, I have a cough. I got the cough today, which was very annoying. But for safety reasons, I have to be home for 7 full days after the first symptom, which was Saturday morning, plus 2 days symptom free. So am I not symptom free this weekend? I can't go back to work on Monday, but hopefully it's only this week that I have to be home again. December has been really weird for me. So I've been working a lot on my reading journal. I am gonna do a reading journal for next year that I'm planning, and I'm gonna do an entire video on it soon. Like, I'm thinking that now that I'm at home full days, 7 days, all 7 days, I'm going to spend the entire day at home. So I have a lot of time. So I have ordered the last few things that I need for the bullet journal. They will arrive tomorrow or later this week, but they will be arriving this week, which is good. So because I've been feeling restless and I've been doing, like a lot of stuff for restless reasons, I did read this and I did finish it. So I have officially finished the first book for this vlog. So it only took 2 weeks and a day. Yay. But I finished this and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was beautiful. It was absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the setting. Like the whole vibe of this, I really, really loved. I love the dynamics between all the characters. Like all the characters felt very, round and full-fleshed. Like they all have flesh on their bones. It was adorable. It was really, really fun. I loved seeing the relationship progress between our main character and the guy. So Isla and Chase. And I think the way that they solved the issue, the main issue, was creative. Like, I like that. I hadn't seen that coming, so I thought that was very good. And I feel like hints were dropped from the beginning of, you didn't notice it, but getting to that point, you were like, oh, so that's why they talked about this thing earlier. And another thing that I really loved is Hannah. I adore Hannah. She's Isla's sister, and she is so fierce, and she's so cool, and she's a hopeless romantic, and she has fallen for this guy, and she doesn't know if he likes her back, and her romance is really beautiful as well. It's really beautiful. I wish she had a book, because I would devour that book. A book from her perspective and his perspective. I would love that. But seeing their relationship progress was beautiful. And it was moments in this that I felt I was more interested in Hannah and what was happening in her love life than I was with what was happening between Isla and Chase. So I felt like maybe I should put it to 4 stars, but then I felt like that's not the book's fault because it's in the book. Like, the relationship between Hannah and this guy is still in the book. So I'm still interested in something in the book. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I really enjoyed this. That's the first book done and free to go. Which brings us to the second book that I had, which was Hercule Poirot's Christmas. And after talking to some friends on Twitter, asking how can I annotate this, I came up with this little system. So red is possible clues, orange is this feels important, yellow is quotes I like, and green is characters acting sus. So when characters are acting a little bit suspicious, I will put a green tab. Charlotte gave me the idea that at first, when I thought about like annotating, I thought I could tab and write on the paper like in the book, but she gave me the idea to use post-its instead. So I'm gonna use, whenever there's a moment that I want to tab, then I'm gonna take a post-it, put it on the page, and write my thoughts. Why did I tab it? Like, why was this a possible clue? Why do I think the character was acting suspicious? Like all of that. I don't think I'm going to put a post-it for quotes I like, unless I'm gonna do for this, write down the specific quote, I guess. But that's kind of the idea. And doing it that way, I really like that, because doing it that way, it means that if I end up hating this book, I can still, like, it's in perfect condition and I could gladly give it away to someone else who would love it more. But if I do love it and I want to keep it, then I could use the post-its and write on the paper instead. And I still have the notes where I want them, So I like that idea, to have notes that way, just in case. So that's the update for now. And I will talk to all of you later. Hi, good morning. It's not morning anymore though, but hello. I am still sick. Who is shocked? the plan for today is I'm going to do some Christmassy things, in particular food. I'm home all day today, and because I can't go to the store physically, I placed an order yesterday, so I got all of my foods just a half an hour ago, and it was contactless. They came, they placed the bags by the door, and they left, and I opened the door, took the bags, and brought them inside my apartment. So it was completely contactless. They didn't even see me. I didn't see them. So it was like, but I'm gonna go make some rice porridge in my rice cooker. So that's like, because I'm sick as well, I bought like 4.5 liters of milk, because I love drinking warm milk when I'm sick. Like when I have a sore throat, warm milk is the best thing. Also, when it's cold outside, I like to cozy up with warm milk. And I bought, like, the rice that you are supposed to use when you do porridge. So I'm gonna make porridge from scratch, which I love doing that. It's like a very fun thing to do. Also because I'm lactose intolerant and there aren't that many rice porridges that you can buy that taste good that are lactose intolerant. So I'm gonna make my own. It's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna make a bit because everything that is that I won't eat like right away, I will use for making waffles later today or tomorrow. I don't know how many people are aware of like rice porridge waffles. It's a German thing. As far as I know, it's a very like German thing. Not every German does it though, but I haven't heard of it in any other context than Germany. And it's Mehlsalzwaffeln, and it's really good. And so the porridge that I will have left over after eating some, after finishing cooking it, I'm gonna use for making waffles someday, later today or tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm gonna go do the rice porridge and read this. Hi, good morning. It's Wednesday morning. But as I told you yesterday when I was making the rice porridge, that I was gonna make rice porridge waffles. And I did. Look at these. Like, what I really love about rice porridge waffles is that they get so fluffy. You don't really see it, like here you can see a piece of rice, but it usually mostly looks like a normal waffle. It's just in the consistency when you will eat that you will feel that it's nice. I love it. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast and read Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot's Christmas. I made it halfway yesterday, so I'm not halfway in. Wait, I am 100 pages into it, and it's 250 pages long or something like that. So I'm gonna make it halfway today and beyond, hopefully. So that's the plan right now. I'm gonna eat my waffles and continue reading the book. Hi, so it's almost noon, it's almost 12, and I just finished this book. I loved it. oh my god. Oh my god. I loved it. It's the first murder mystery that I have read in quite a while, and it was great. It was really, really good. I loved the reveal at the end, and I was like, oh my god. I did not see that coming. But I also feel like when Poirot went through like everything, like this is the murderer, and here's a list of why, I was like, oh, this makes so much sense, and I understand. Like, I did a tab. Red is for things that I thought was clues, orange is this feels important, and green was characters acting suspicious. There are only 2 greens, and they are very early in the book, and then a lot of red. There was supposed to be more red, but I only had 1 little red tab left, so I was like, I can't do more red. It's too much red. And then I did more orange. But like, there was just so much happening that I was like, I didn't have time to stop and tab. And it was just, I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And after like the first 100 pages, I was like, is there a movie or TV adaptation of this? Because I recognize this, and there is. So I'm pretty sure that I have seen the adaptation of this, but I still was shocked at the reveal at the end of who did the crime in that, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So I'm giving this 5 stars. So that is 2 books read for this, and both got high ratings, so that's nice. And that means it's time to unwrap the next book. So the question is, which one would I go with? This one is a little thicker than this. I have no idea what these books are. I remember one of them, but I do not remember what the other one is. But I'm gonna unwrap this one, which is a little bit thinner. It's not as thin as, no, it's not as thin as Hercule Poirot's Christmas. So we're gonna see what I'm getting this time. And if it's first day today, so if I make it until Sunday finishing this, that means that I have read 3 books for the first 3 Advents, because the 4th of Advent is this Sunday, which is very weird because that means that Christmas is next week, which is very weird. So, then we on to the brown paper, and the book is The Little Christmas Village. The Little Village Christmas, I mean. So we're doing another Christmas romance, and it looks really, really cute. And for Eurovision-a-thon, I read a travel romance set in Malta that was called Summer on a Sunny Island, and it was by Sue Moorcroft, and I really loved that book, so I wanted to read another book by hers. And I found this, and I was like, it's a Christmas romance, perfect for this vlog, and it's by her, so I could get to try another of her romances. So I'm gonna read you what it says on the back. And it says, it's time to deck the halls. Alexia Kennedy, interior decorator extraordinaire, has been tasked with giving the little village of Middledip the community cafe it's always dreamed of. After months of fundraising, the villagers can't wait to see work get started. But disaster strikes when every last penny is stolen. With Middledip up in arms, Alexia feels ready to admit defeat. But help comes in an unexpected form when woodsman Bed Hardacre and his rescue owl, Barney, arrive on the scene. Another lost soul who's hit rock bottom. Ben and Alexia make an unlikely partnership. However, they soon realize that a little sprinkling of Christmas magic might just help to bring this village and their lives together again. Ooh. I love that he has an owl. like he sounds really, really cool. He has a rescue owl Ben Hardacre. But it sounds like it's gonna be really, really cozy. Sounds like a small town romance, small town Christmas romance, like Christmas vibes, cozy vibes, and a cafe. I love cafe. I love all things coffee shops. That is another thing that I planned on doing for this vlog, like for this entire like the Advent vlog series. I wanted to spend a lot of time in my local cafe, where I did my in a cafe reading vlog thing, because they have Christmas coffees, specifically tomtelatte. I love tomtelatte to drink when it's cold outside. It's like, it's a very specific taste, and it's Christmas for me. Like, it has this, like, it's so good. It's so good. And I wanted to, you know, go there before work, like I did in the In a Cafe vlog. That I would go there before work, order a tomtelatte, and drink it and read the book, and I would do that for the entire week, and then I was sick. So far during this vlog, I have been to work 3 days. I have worked 3 days in a row, and then I worked 3 days, was home Thursday, and then worked Friday, and then I started this vlog after that. But this is what I'm gonna read now.